Peace and blessings, everybody. Welcome to We Locked In, the Real Welfare Check, Unity in Motion. I'm your host, Kevin KK Ford. I'm waiting for my co-host to come back in. She was just in here, waiting for her to come back in. Oh, here she go. Here she go.
Great day, great day.
There you go. There you go. Welcome, everybody, to another remarkable episode of the Real Welfare Check. We locked in, unity in motion. I know what this is, man. We are building the people up, man. We are uniting, we are empowering, we are liberating, we are counseling, we are doing whatever it takes. We are doing whatever it takes, man, to help our people build. Salute, providing resources, you know, establishing a consortium, you know what I'm saying, of businesses, individuals, and things like that. Peace. What's happening, bro? What's happening with y'all? Queen, what's going on? Why I can't hear you?
Oh, there we go.
There
Hey,
you
what's
go.
up?
There you go.
I'm just excited, man. Like you said, bringing the people together, connecting the dots, bringing the resources to the people, the people to the resources, the businesses to the businesses, and now we're doing it globally. So I'm very excited to have the opportunity every week to come up here, be able to give out, these alternative ways to deal with life right now. Life is life,
Yeah.
and for a lot of people, being in the Black community, we don't have access to a lot of resources. They say we do, but we don't. So I'm just here to be able to give my story and give my influence to anybody that's listening. And thank you, KK, for this amazing platform as well every week.
Nah. No. Listen, this is what it's here for, and I have to let me put. Man, I need to put it in a chat because I told my one of the co-hosts from We Locked In was gonna might come up. I'm not sure, but I was gonna put the link in the chat though, just in case. So you already know this, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, please. Start sharing this right now. Start sharing this right now, man, because we're going in tonight. Just on another thing, man. Just on dealing with your actual fears, overcoming them. I mean, and embracing it. And that's one of the things that's going to lead to your particular success. So we know we're going to go, of course, we're going to share their stories and what we actually did to and how we actually came to the conclusion of that, because there are a lot of things that people are fearful of, right? Whether they admit it or not, and a lot of times it be something new, like going into a new field. And it's funny because it just made me think about something that I was just in, right? I was just in. So we're establishing policy for something. So there's a bunch of business owners. There's a people or scholars. People have these different particular um, accolades, whatever. And I'm sitting there with them. So they're trying to come at me because I don't have the credentials that they have, right? My credentials come from just life experience. What I actually was being in the trenches, actually overcoming these particular things and using these particular things in real life, not from school, you know, not from going sitting in an office somewhere, but you know from the street perspective. And we know taking it from the street perspective to being legitimate to the business perspective, right? There's a there's a correlation of the two, and that correlation is being when you're encountering something new, right? Real now, like when you're encountering something new. So now, say if I'm not familiar with something, I'm not gonna run from it, right? I'm gonna attack it head on, and that's what being courageous is. Not doubting yourself, right? Not feeling that you can't do it, right? Or second guessing, like, damn, I might not even know. But you gotta be able to face that. Like, you know what? I can make this happen. I mean, everything that I've been through, everything that I overcame, I can make this happen. And not only knowing that, but now you're actually applying that now, right? Now you're actually putting it into application. And when you start doing that, you start learning. You're actually learning more, right? Because now sitting down creating policy paper might telling me, yo, Google me. All right, Google you, bro. Google me. I got this, that. All right, cool. But now when it's understanding just a process and how things work, that is the most important thing. All right. So one of the most character, one of the most important things, right? Character. So now, when you have an open mind for something, then you're able to listen to someone properly, right? Where Queen go, man? Queen just dropped out. Then you're able to listen to someone properly. Not only that, but you're able to observe whatever situation you're in. You're able to see it from a different perspective, right? And that perspective, oh, there she go. And that perspective, right, is the very thing, all right, that'll help you overcome whatever situation that you may be in. All right, being able to see it from a different perspective, not closing your mind, not letting that fear overcome you like, damn, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or second guessing yourself, but actually challenging yourself. And this comes out through every single thing in life. We may look at it as we ain't talking about nothing like, oh, fighting or talking or representing yourself. It could be something small as just speaking up about an issue that affects you. It could be something just as small as that. I mean, or somebody who that you may have feelings for, or you care about, and you may want to tell them the truth, but you're scared to tell them the truth. And just being open and honest about that, and confronting that. So when you start to confront those particular fears on every aspect, you not only liberate yourself, but you start to liberate others as well. But you wanted to, yeah,
I know I was just agreeing with you. Like there, I went through this myself. With being, I guess, what people would call a leader. I had a fear of going to the next level. So for years I've been talking and teaching and doing everything that I wanted to do, but I was afraid when it was time to go into those big doors, when it was time to talk to the big people, when like, oh, I can go to the gas station, I can talk to the whole community, oh, I can go to a networking event out in my neighborhood. But then when I had to start going to conferences and being in meetings with people who are actually running the world, I had a fear. So the first time I was presented with the opportunity, not just like with the birth of a new nation, but before a few years ago, I was afraid. I was given this opportunity a few years ago and I was afraid. But I talked to people. I started putting better people around me. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Now I'm more confident because I know how to speak. I know what they're looking for. I know the words to say. And I feel like the fear just really comes from not knowing and not practicing and not being exposed to what it is that you're afraid of. If I'm afraid of dogs, that's because I don't understand the dogs. If I'm afraid of guns, and that's something right there, guns. Many people are afraid of guns because they don't understand guns. They don't have the training as to how to shoot the guns, and then the people around them don't either. So I mean I can see why people are afraid. I can't hear you.
you had said something that you just made me. You said something that made me remember a quote a long time ago, right? I forgot who it's from. We'll find out before we end up. Probably find out, but it says understanding eliminates fear, right? So it's like understanding a thing eliminates fear. So when I realized that, it's like, oh, all right, maybe I shouldn't be afraid to express this or express better. Let me understand what expression is, right? Let me understand actually how to communicate, right? Because we're afraid to talk to certain people, or you know what I'm saying. Don't I remember when I was in prison, right? This is a perfect example. And dudes be like, oh, they fear, but say if you get in trouble, they got this thing called you get a ticket, right? It could be like a tier one, tier two, tier three, right? You get a ticket. So when you get that ticket, what happens is they'll send you to like the tier hearing room, right? It's called a tier hearing. So it's like a fake jail court, right? That you go to for whatever infraction or whatever thing that you may have caught, whatever you may did, right? Officer wrote you up, say, no, not closing your cell in time, whatever, right? Some nonsense like that, right? So, or he gave you a direct order. That's one of the biggest things. He gave you a direct order. He didn't obey my direct order, right? And he writes you a ticket. You go to the hearing. So the majority of guys get in front of the tent hearing officer, the person or the judge or the person that's representing, right? And they don't know how to express themselves. at all, at all, right? And one of the things we just mentioned just about understanding that just come from a standpoint of them not for one understanding the proceedings, right? Understanding their rights, right? Understanding what can be said, what can't be said, understanding how to appeal, right? And then understanding communication and how to communicate properly. So once I started seeing that, and I'm like, yo, hold up, I gotta learn, I gotta learn how to communicate better. So in order to learn how to communicate better, I started looking up, I started studying communication, right? How to actually communicate. What are the best ways to communicate? You know, how a lot of communication, they say the majority of it is nonverbal. People look at your expressions and your body language, and or maybe even your inflection, how you may say a thing. Like I can say uh, the N word in a bunch of ways, right? And it can sound ignorant. It can be endearing, right? It can sound cool, right? Or even the B word. You can say it and it'd be like, oh yeah, well that's my blah, blah, blah. But now it can be said in a different way, and you can take it as an insult, or what I'm saying, something demeaning or whatever. So it just understanding now eliminates those particular fears of communication. I had to learn that from that particular point for communicating properly. Now once you understand that you know how, like, listen, I know how to communicate properly. Then now you start to be able to express yourself better in whatever situation that you may encounter.
I love that. I love that. Have you already started the list?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then when I started writing, I started getting into a flow of it. When I started getting into an actual flow of it, I realized, damn, I gotta get on. I gotta go jump on live. But
Yeah.
I'm here at
But
the restaurant. The chefs is cooking. The chefs got me trying out their
now
stuff.
the
You
chef
left too
cooking.
soon.
Now the chef cooking.
Yeah, I told you what was gonna happen. That's what he was here for. Hold on, you just brought this out.
That's black excellence, y'all. Look at that.
You just brought that out. So
So yeah, once you acknowledge it and once you understand and are educated about it, you're more than likely to overcome that fear. Just simply because now you understand. It's so many things I've overcome just by reading a book. Communicate, like you said, communicating. Communicating to me is always number one for everything. Understanding how to communicate with people, no matter what level. Like you said, you could say the B word a different way. You could say the N word a different way. Knowing who I'm around and how to communicate is how I overcame my fear of speaking around people who I felt like were bigger than me.
now you, you said it's crazy. You know what's ill? Just being able to breathe. So me knowing that, right? Because I had to do this. Like I was forced to do it in a sense, right? Like me doing a lot of time in prison. Like I was actually forced to do it. So, but what really made me understand it though was like just educating myself and really learning and reading and studying and looking to embrace fears. For one, I had to realize what I was afraid of, and that being fearful is all right, right? That it wasn't like it didn't make you off. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make you a coward, it didn't make you none of that. Like having fear is a natural thing, right? Having fear actually can help you in a lot of situations, right? But the thing is, not letting that fear debilitate you, right? Not letting that fear keep you stuck and stop you from moving, right? Because now when you do that, then the other negative aspects start to come. If you're afraid of something and now you're not going to act on it, then now it's like, oh yeah, now you can say, oh, this person is a coward, or this person is afraid, or this person is a thing. But like, nah, you take that fear, you embrace it, you look at it, right? And the other term that you use, you be to it, you be courageous. This where courage comes from, right? Being able to actually face those fears. But first is acknowledging it, knowing that it's just a feeling. Your feelings don't control you. Your feelings don't control who you are. All right, it's just a particular feeling. You use it for what it is. So that fear can actually make you aware of something. So you going into a situation, if and you get a feeling like, damn, what the hell? Where the hell I'm at? Right? Hold on, what's going on here? Right?
Yeah, because
That's
you
that.
because look, when you once you overcome that fear, like you have to kind of tell yourself, change the way you thinking about it. And that's really what it was for me.
Yeah.
Just really changing the way I thought. I always thought like, oh, maybe I'm gonna say the wrong thing, or what if they don't like me? But then I started thinking like, what if they love me? What if they love me? What if they love me for who I am?
What's that, you folks?
And I guess what that was number three, changing your
Yeah.
mindset,
Yeah,
removing the
you have.
negative thought.
Would you say that again?
Oh no, I was saying just removing that negative thought and just changing your mindset as to what you're afraid of.
Yeah. But so many of us, man, a lot of times, like we don't go into actually changing our particular mindset because we like no, we think it's what got us winning, right? My man said what got me winning. My mindset got me here and I'm good. Yeah, but remember, it got you to a certain point. So now, if you want to continue to move forward or go past that point, then you have to change things about yourself. You have to. And a lot of times people look at it like it's a bad thing. Like it's not. Like it's not. Change in life. Everything has to change, bro. That is the constant of life. Change is the constant of life. Everything has to change, bro. Nothing is meant to stay the same. Nothing, bro. Nothing. And one person that you realize understanding being all right with changing or being all right with evolving, knowing that like, damn, if I do this, damn, I know it's gonna take, it's a little risky. It's gonna take something, but I gotta do it for the benefit of myself, for the benefit of my family. I I gotta go ahead. I gotta go ahead and do it. I mean, and that's having courage. That's overcoming it. That's embracing and overcoming it. So now, even after that particular mindset, you have to have these actions. What actions now am I taking to take?
Right. Now
Right?
you got to start taking the steps, start taking the
Yeah.
small steps,
You know what?
creating a plan. A lot of our community struggle with actually planning things. They like you don't have to just plan trips out of town. You don't have to just plan to go out at night. You can plan for your health. You can plan for your mental. You can say on this day I'm going to do this. On this day I'm going to do that. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to learn more about this whatever the fear is. And you have to plan it. And then you have to actually stick to that plan if you're going to expect an outcome. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, that's insanity. So you have to be willing to take those small steps and hold yourself accountable to grow.
So it's crazy because that's the other thing, accountability. So one of the things, even with accountability, is is accountability yourself. And I think a lot of times that becomes hard when you got to be the one looking at yourself.
Hmm.
Mhm. You got to be the one looking at yourself. So when it's you looking at you,
Right.
you tend to overlook certain things, right?
Which takes
Like,
us
nah,
to the next one,
I
which
ain't.
is
But
getting the help.
yeah, but it's
If you
about
feel
being
like you're
real.
not if you're not a good accountability person for yourself, or you may fall back, get you a mentor. Get you a mentor.
Yeah.
Get you someone that's gonna pick up the phone and call you every day, or the days you say you need to be called, and you make sure that they're gonna be on you. So that's my advice.
Confronting and overcoming individual fears. I'm about to put that on the thing. Hold up. I want to. Where the people in the chat at, man? Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all share this, man. Tap in. We actually want to know what fears, one thing that y'all are trying to overcome, right? What individual things that you're embracing and what are you trying to overcome, so we can actually look towards it, actually come up with a solution, right? Because
Hmm.
that's what this thing about.
Yes, definitely coming together, identifying, like that's number one. Identifying that you have a fear. You have to identify. Everybody has some type of fear of something. But if that fear is holding you back from becoming wealthy, becoming healthy, then you have to identify it, and then you have to do these steps that we're giving you guys to overcome it. Grab you a
So what's
mentor.
stopping y'all, man? What do you think? What do you think? I wanted to hear that from the people. Like, what do you think? Like, is stopping, is stopping people from reaching that next level or reaching that next goal? What is it, y'all? Y'all sitting there, y'all ain't here, y'all in the chat, y'all sitting there. What's stopping y'all? What's stopping y'all from reaching that next level? What's stopping y'all from taking, evolving and taking it to the next step? So these are the things that we talking about, like overcoming. I mean,
What I've learned by having this post on my page, with stopping many people, um, is they don't know where to start. They don't know the first step, which is identifying it, and then breaking it down and seeking. Many times it takes professional help to get over it. Understanding if you have anxiety, how to overcome that.
so one of the things, right? And that I had to go, and I was, I look at my situation as being blessed to going through what I went through, right? As far as being in prison is concerned, because now it's like you're being put in a situation where you're forced to deal with yourself, and a lot of times, like going to the box or being in the cell, there's nobody around but you. So your feelings, your emotions, and all that stuff that you have to deal with, that's yours. You got to own it, right? And there's only really two things, well, maybe three. Either you're gonna fall victim to it, right? You're gonna overcome it, or sometimes people get lost in the actual. Sometimes people get lost in the actual struggle of it. Right. So, hey, yo, 1 second, because the chef is rolling up on me right now. See what's happening.
Hey, let's see what's up. It's the crabs. Yeah, he's over there enjoying the meal, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, they. It's just progress. So one of the, it's funny because one of the things that we're actually going through, we're working with another chef, right? So, and this is the thing about how you be better. So it's like he reached a point where it's like, all right, damn, not being afraid, like you could possibly lose your job, right? Bad criticism, or even your reputation, right? So now what he does is he comes to another chef, and it's like, all right, boom, let's improve. So it's like iron sharpen iron. So it's like going through that and not being afraid of it. Look, hold on, look right here. Y'all see what's happening over here, man.
I don't want to keep seeing this food. I'm a hater. No.
So what?
No, I said I'm a hater.
Yeah. So so it just actually step into that and not being afraid. So what I was saying though, like being in that cell and having to confront those particular feelings is like, what are you gonna do? You gonna sink? You gonna swim? You gonna come out the water completely, right? And when you're confronted with those type of feelings and emotions, and it's like, all right, now what is it? You have to have some type of understanding of it. You have to educate yourself. You have to find out, all right, what's making me tick? What's my triggers? You know, what am I really afraid of? You
Hmm.
know, am I afraid to show my power? Am I afraid to show how intelligent I am? Or am I afraid to step out and smile because ain't nobody around here smiling, so I don't want to be the only one smiling, right? Being
And
in
that,
prison,
you know what, you just
you look
brought
at
up
these
a
particular
point.
situations in prison and the people that you're around, and it's like, oh, everybody at this macho machismo area do. I don't want to look weird and awkward because I'm happy, or I found happiness, or I found love, right? And I'm gonna be like awkward and look that crazy. It's like nah, hell no. Embrace who you are, embrace that particular
Yes.
feeling, and then keep on
Learn
moving
how to
forward.
build courage.
Learn how to
And
build courage.
yeah, they have to learn how to build the courage to take the next step. And reading books, there are a lot of books on building courage, on identifying the problems that you have, overcoming those problems. I'm really big on support groups and books. If you're afraid of cats, you need to join the support group, and you need to find out why you're afraid of cats and how you can overcome that fear. And usually it's by learning about the cat and then connecting with the cat. And that can be used in any way. I had a great fear of guns. Like where I'm from, people were just dying. I was seeing people get killed. And I just had a fear of guns. But I'm like, it's not the guns that I'm afraid of. It's actually the people in the neighborhood that I'm afraid of that are using guns to kill each other. So I got educated about guns. I learned how to shoot guns. I started teaching my kids for our protection because you may need a gun for your protection. You may need a gun to eat. You might need to hunt one day. Are you talking? Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna go to the next one. Practicing mindfulness and relaxation techniques. I don't know if I can't hear you. I don't know if you're talking um to us. You are. I can't hear you.
Boy wanted to come. He wanted to come on. He
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to actually come on. He's out of town. He was telling me about the Insta work thing that he was on because he got this app called Insta Work. It's like you find jobs, whatever quick jobs to actually get into.
Mhm.
So he actually put me onto it, but he said he wanted to come on.
Yeah, I love that app. It's a few of them like that now.
So one of the things though, it just to go back, right? Because I wanted to go back just to the understanding aspect, right? And it's just understanding the nature of fear, right? Actually knowing what it is, right? And that actually what it is, it's a natural and instinctive response, right? It's a natural instinctive response. So don't ever think that, oh, the person's so for saying that you're afraid of something or you're fearful of something, like there's something wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that, right? So what it is that your body naturally, biologically lets you know if there's like potential danger or if there's potential things going on, right? Now, if there is not, so this is the thing now. If there is not, though, it's up to you to actually assess it. Don't just leave it all just to your feelings, because once your feelings tell you that, it's like now it's up to you to maneuver around a situation. Like one time, it was a shootout in the neighborhood, right? And of course, before it happened, instinctively, like I was fearful. Shots fired, boom, boom. But if and I say, and the guy was walking down, he was shooting. So if I would have got stuck in that particular fear, and then get up out of there. Right? Not just, and it wasn't just getting up out of it neither. I mean, really like looking around, seeing what's happening and what's going on, because there were people with me. My younger cousin was with me, and just making sure people were safe and moving around, like, and we all got out of there all right. And that just came from not succumbing to the fear, not letting the fear overtake you so much to whereas you ain't thinking straight anymore. Because what it does is it gives you a boost. It's like your alert system. So once you have your alert system, you got to learn how to react. You got to learn how to react. You can't your alarm. You're like your alarm go off, and then it's like you froze. Oh, like you don't know what to do next. Like, nah, and this happens in every basic instinct in life. All right, so when you actually see it and look at it like that, and by recognizing it as something normal and a common experience, you can take it. You can basically remove, like, oh no, I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid. No, I ain't afraid of nothing. Knock it off, man. Really, knock it off. Knock it off. They
No,
had,
really.
listen, they had me in that bus. Listen, I was shackled up on this bus, and they brought me to this. It was Attica, right? So this is teenager. I was a teenager at the time too. Right? A teenager going to Attica Correction Facility. So it's like one of the most notorious prisons in the United States. Right? I drive up in front of there. I'm scared to death. You hear me? And it looked crazy. It looked like what's that he man? What's that Castle of Grayskull? That's what it made me think of, Castle of Grayskull, right? Like seeing like a dark cloud over it. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. This is what they taking me to. Then I go in there, you got these big 7 foot white folk right up there, these big hillbilly up in there. So I'm like, and I don't want to show it. I'm like, I ain't, I'm trying to, you know, act extra tough, right? And got folded up fast. Fold, grab me up, right? I try to, yeah, I try to tussle with him. He slap fire out. Yeah. Big ass police slapped fire at me and told me, he said, "You won't make it to see your 18th birthday."
Oh my gosh, I would
He
have
said, "You."
definitely been scared.
He said, "You won't make it to see your 18th birthday." And me trying to be all, I'm still trying to tussle, right? And though when he said that, I'm just like put a little smirk on my face. Yeah, 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 laugh. But inside, I'm like, damn.
I'm
And
finna
and
die.
and and it's crazy because in hindsight, I'm like, yo, even though no, a lot of them were racist as hell, right? Outwardly racist, but a lot of them were grown men that had families and did stuff, whatever, as well. So I looked at it back then like they were really trying to save me. You know what I mean? Like in hindsight, looking back, like
Right.
they was really trying to save me, but I just took it right off the back. Like I gotta put on, I gotta boom. No, I ain't got no wins, right? So that was me misinterpreting that fear and acting in the wrong way, right? We could have caused something even worse to happen. I should have just
Hmm.
calmed my ass down, respected the fear, letting me know, like, bro, what situation you was going to, and respecting it, and just was just cool, like, let me just go with the flow of things, boom, boom. Instead of reacting away now, I get into a tussle with the police, got slapped, ready to tussle some more. But fortunately, I was 17 years old, just turned 17. You was a grown man, like I said, 6'7", 6'8", big. It was like, what am I doing with them? What am I doing? Nothing, you know. And it's about being real, being real with yourself, man. Oh, you know where you at, man. We locked in, man. The real welfare check, unity in motion, and we got to go in on what's going on too to the with this
Trump.
nah, man, the birth of a new nation.
Oh, I was like, man, I've been talking about that all day on the radio.
Nah, man, birth of a new nation.
Birth of a new nation. Yes, our global peace summit, August 18th through the 25th. So excited. I'm
August
so excited.
18th to the 25th. Remember that.
Yes.
Birth of a new
Free
nation.
tickets. Grab y'all free tickets right now.
It's free tickets, man. Put the thing up there too. Yeah, put it in there.
There we go. I see if it'll drop in there the link. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I
gonna
dropped
put
the
it.
link.
Yeah, make sure I know going y'all see anything y'all run around. Make sure y'all hit that website, man. Make sure y'all share that. Make sure y'all actually go on there because this is something remarkable going on. They say we talk how we not working together, black folks not doing this, and it becomes a thing where we see that this is happening. There's pockets all over the U.S., all over the world right now of us building, us, you know what I'm saying, us working together, us doing things to uplift our families, uplift our communities. So now the thing is like creating a spectrum and a forum to whereas we all coming together and we all really building to come spread the, I mean, just spreading the love, spread the wealth,
Hmm.
spread the resources, spread the thing to actually be able to help each other more. You know?
Yes. And then I love the fact that we're having the working groups all week. Also going out to Tuskegee, um, and just being able to have the opportunity to sit down with other nations and empires and kings and queens and chiefs and empresses and all of those people to
Yeah.
bridge the gaps and share the resources and really come up with these ideas and these plans and policies to um, better our people and be able to give everyone the resources that they need. We don't have to go begging. We don't have to worry about who's in office. We don't have to worry about that because we're coming together and we can share with what we have.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing with this, man, because we actually go as far as what these movements is concerned and what's going on with the people. We look at this thing as marching and going to ask everybody for help, and it's like, nah, we can do it ourselves. You need help, so what you need help with? What can I'm saying? Like, what can we do? And there's so many of our people that's doing it. I commend everybody that's doing it, man. That's being selfless, that's giving up themselves. That's not, that you may not hear about. Um, Behind the scenes working. Shout out to all of those individuals, man, because it takes a lot.
Hmm.
It takes a hell of a lot. not just to be selfless, but when you're giving of yourself, a lot of times when you're pouring out, you're pouring out. A lot of times, you don't find too many things to pour back into yourself. I mean, and that's the thing that people, don't see. For all the time that we go, like now, I was writing this paper. She was actually writing something, but it's like, we still got to go on here because this is an act. Well, you can say an act of selflessness to give information, to give some type of love, to
Hmm.
try to reach somebody. I mean, to try to help our people out. So it's like, and then staying consistent with it, and keeping that promise. You say we're gonna come on, so we got to come on. You
Yep.
know, like we got to
And
come
that's
on
what it's
regardless of
about.
what's
You never
happening.
know who might listen. You never know who might tune in, who might see this tomorrow, who might be going through something.
Yeah,
And they just need to know how they can overcome fear. Knowing that they have a support system, knowing that there's um, a team of individuals that's out here that they can reach out to have these conversations one on one, to get the training and the coaching and the mentoring one on one, to be able
yeah,
to get over the fear that you have and gain courage. And we have that information for you guys. We have the support with EM3. We got Building Unity Community, and these are organizations that are coming together as well.
yeah,
Mine is more of a local, community based, where we're providing the resources to individuals, where we have the mentorship programs, we're giving people the skill sets, um, certifications, jobs, housing. And then we have EM3 that's more on a global
yeah.
scale.
We pulling people in from pulling our people in from everywhere, from wherever you at, to do the same exact thing, to share your knowledge, share your resources. You want to teach, you want to learn, like whatever it is, and just giving you access access to a broader network. I mean, so now when you're moving around, it's like, oh, hold on. We tap in, might be some EM3 out here. Me involve mine, which y'all into. Well, so basically, you be tapping with like minds everywhere. And there's so many people like us that are doing this very same work, right? That are tapped in with their communities, that want to see our people better, that want the liberation of our people, that actually stand for that, live by it and die by it. There's so many people
Yeah.
there, just like us, just linking up. That's really
Yep.
all it is, bro. Just us, just really, just you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Calling,
informally. And I
reach
love
out,
it informally.
you
I
know.
love it because people can be themselves. People can be real. It's different when we have the panels and the conferences and we're having these meetings, but more informal, being able to come up here on this platform. You guys are always welcome to come up here. Tell your story. Let us let us help you. Let us
Mm.
let us break it down for you. Let's create a roadmap for
Yeah,
success.
let's do it. So one of the aspects of fear though too, and I know it's a big thing, and I forgot to use this word. I was just looking up, but the fear of failure, right? You know, a lot of times, when people don't start things or don't get things done, you know what I'm saying, because they may be afraid to fail. And
Hmm.
really, like you said earlier, just about understanding. Once you understand that failure is a part of your growth, and it's not really failing at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just learning. Like you just figured out. I got some more stuff to learn. You just figured it
So what
out.
I learned,
I got some more stuff
how
to
I
learn. All
overcame
right,
failure was
you know,
first attempt in learning.
fail
That's
first,
what
attempt to
failed me.
learn.
First attempt
How
in
about that?
learning. And
First
when I
attempt to
learned
learn.
that about 5 or 6 years ago, it changed my life of hearing the word fail. It no longer registers in my mind as something that I'm not winning. It's like, oh, it's a lesson.
It's a lesson, and that's how. And,
So I
and
just
that's
wanted to throw that out there.
no,
First
that's
attempt
excellent
in
because
learning.
now that's how you actually start to challenge and overcome those fears. Is when you put those other reinforcements in it. When you put positive reinforcements in it, knowing that I fail. I shouldn't be scared to fail. Why am I afraid to fail? That's just my first attempt in learning, right? Like when you start seeing that, like, hold up, man. Like, hold up, you got made me think of something, man. Few energy to arrive quickly. Is that fair?
I got you. There we go.
First attempt in learning. I love that. I love that.
Yeah. And I want to give a big shout out to Haziq Ali, my mentor. I had to go get mentorship. I have about four mentors that I pay every month for about 3, 4 years straight just to make sure that I was on point to be who I desired to be,
Yeah,
the leader who I wanted to be. I'm like, I like how they're leading. I want to study what they do, how they do it, and I want to become that. And that's exactly what I did.
nice. Nah, nice, and it's crazy, and I just appreciate the journey. There's a lot of things that I had to sit down and look at. Like, you say you want this, you say you want that, then you got to step up for it. I mean, you have to step up for it, and this is the thing also becoming a challenge yourself, and not being afraid of it. You say you want something, you got to go after it.
Hmm.
You got to go after it the right way, you know, the right way, and not be afraid to fail. Fail first attempt at learning. Remember that.
Yes.
Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all share, subscribe, man. You know what I mean? Real welfare check, unity in motion, embracing and overcoming fears. You know, I know it'd be a lot. Sometimes people be wanting, and I know some of my guys, we don't be wanting drama. They be wanting stuff. They be like, nigga, it is time for people to wake up, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously, man. It is like it's
It's
just
time to take control of your life.
it is yeah. It's time to take control. It really is. It really
Yeah.
is because it's so much that I'm always meant like it's just so much going on in the world, all right? And we get lost in everything that's going on, and we forget to take care of ourselves. And that is the biggest thing, man. We get caught up in everything else, forget to take care of ourselves. And you are the most important person. Because if you're not right, everything that you're trying to do, the people that you may be trying to take care of, then whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, that's not going to get done if you're not right. I mean, so you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. And we was going into things talking like even with like mental health, physical health, all those particular things. Like you have to take care of yourself. You know, because this the way things are. Yeah, they gonna come get all this.
Oh, he ain't right. He is not right, y'all.
You gonna make your version?
Not your version.
Yeah, he doing they
He ain't right, y'all. I just want all of the followers and watchers to know
nah,
that he
nah.
ain't right. We just left there. How are you eating all of this?
I'm not. Somebody about to come. People about to come.
Oh, so yeah. I actually have to go on another call in a minute.
Yeah, we
But
about
I really appreciate this every week. Overcoming these obstacles, it helped me. So I just make sure that I'm out here and I'm doing the same thing that helped me, and I'm providing what I can. Um, based on the needs of anyone else, that we're gonna attract everybody that we need here,
yeah.
and we're gonna bridge these gaps, and make sure that you guys tune in and get your free tickets for the birth of a new nation from August 18th through the 25th. We
Get
have
your
working
tickets,
groups,
man. Make sure you get your tickets.
education. We have a field trip out to Tuskegee. We'll be at a press conference, and locally, we're here. We got the youth program. Our future builders start August the 5th to November the 24th. Or they'll be doing mental health, financial literacy, construction, electrical, and plumbing. Also, we'll be working with children
It's
on the
crazy.
spectrum.
I got it's crazy. I got another brother though too. He was just talking to me about for the construction aspect to be
Hmm.
able to teach and do that too because he does construction with houses and things like that. So he was asking me for that to actually to do something with some kids. So we
Well, yeah,
just
let them. We have a partnership agreement. It's like I said, we're doing 16 weeks, which is we're going by the semester, so 2 16-week semesters, and then a summer camp next year, and where they'll be able, if you're 17 and older, you'll be able to take the classes, and then you'll be able to get certified and then get a job from that program, from that particular people that you were training with. If they're under that, they'll just get the experience and the training, and they'll have the skill set. It's like, a piece of paper is a piece of paper. As African Americans, Africans around the world, Indonesian people, all of that, it's about having a skill set. I don't need a piece of paper to tell me that I can go out there and fish, grow my food, and be able to provide for my family, learning how to clean water. We have to teach people how to survive. We coming up on, we got wars every day, elections coming up. They buying up the block. The least y'all can do is learn how to fish and clean some water
Yeah.
and fix a house up if you need to. Using
Nah,
solar energy, that kind of every all of that matters. And even when it comes to having fears, people fear being independent. To me, I feel like that's one of the number one fears that's killing our community.
yeah,
Is
being
becoming
independent,
independent.
because you get, and it's crazy because we get, so depend we become dependent for so long, right? You go to the grocery store, you go to this, you know what I mean? The government send you this, government letting you do that, you go to this store. So if these places start to shut down, you got to do it on your own. And
Yeah,
and it's crazy because I look at that for myself, like damn, like what if I gotta go find water? I don't know how to find water. Before the water gets shut down, how the hell am I make me some water out? You know what I mean? It's just little stuff like that that I look at, and not to take that thing, be like, oh fuck it, I must go. Like nah, I gotta figure it out.
yeah. And
I gotta,
in order to
I gotta
overcome
figure it
that
out.
fear, what are you doing today to
And one
help
of the
you if
things,
that situation happens?
it's crazy because one of the things though with it, one of the points for it is seeking support and encouragement, right? So is having, for one, this is what we're here for, right? Well, like you have us. If you don't got anybody else, you got us, right? But besides that, right? Having the people around you, bro, that support and encourage you, right? That support and encourage, right? Getting out of your situation, or where you can share your particular fears with. If you don't have those type of people around you, right, that you can share your fears with, right, that you can talk to blatantly, like candidly, like yo, bro, I don't know if I can do this, bro. I'm little, this shit got me, la la la, and they encourage you and tell you to move. Then that's not the people you need to be around, bro. I mean, see what Queen just said, just about having mentors, and I'm coming to that point now because I need some. I, mean, I just got one. I mean, just got one. But we all need that though. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the people that not only like that support and encourage us. Those are the people that actually may see the best version of you that you don't even see yet. I mean,
Yeah,
you may want it, but this person may actually see it, and you're not looking at yourself in that way, but you may feel it. You may want to get there. You know, so having a good support group is very important. Steve just jumped back on and hit me again. Where you at? You trying to come in? The link is in the chat. You see it? Yeah, it's in the mess. It's in the chat. It's right in there. You can Yeah, you can hit that link that's right in the chat, and it'll come right. It'll come right in. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna send you. I'm gonna send you the thing anyway. Make it
send
easy.
that link.
Yeah,
So
the link is in the chat, but I'm gonna send him the link though anyway. My boy,
yes,
you,
calling all Black African people that come together. That's that's what this is about. Coming together.
nah, that's just what it's about. That's what it's
So
about.
Kevin, you don't know how to make water with the sand and the coal,
Nah, how you do it with the sand and the what?
the coal, so that it can filter. Oh,
So if we gotta say ain't no water coming around, we gotta go out and look like find going and dig in the dirt to find where there's water thing from. Like I don't know how to do that. I'll
yeah.
try. Them say I'll be digging all over the place, but it's just it's it's just things in learning and not being afraid to learn though, you know, and not being afraid to learn, and also getting that actual support. I mean, it's surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals. I mean, people that you can actually share your fears with, who can, and some people who can help alleviate. Oh, we got my boy Steve in the building. Where you at,
Peace.
Mr. Jones?
Hey,
Yo, hey, how you doing? Peace and love. Peace and love. What's up, my brothers and
Oh, it's
sisters?
good. How you feeling, bro?
I'm blessed beyond belief, my brother.
So we were just vibing. We was wrapping up though. We was wrapping it up though. Talking about embracing, just embracing and overcoming fears. You know, and just in order to be, be what you want, get what you want to get in life, in order to get things accomplished. You know what I mean? In order to be successful, whatever success looks like to you. I mean, because sometimes success looks different to different individuals, but it's just embracing and overcoming fears to become a better version of yourself.
100%. I agree, and it's true. It's the fear of the sacrifice. A lot of people are fearful of sacrificing something in their life to get to the next level, and that's what I think it is. So, when we learn to overcome the fear of sacrificing something to get to the next level, that's when your life become enhanced, and you're able to do, and you expose yourself to more things. That's going to help you grow. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned that I'm going to die a student. I'm always going to learn something new every day. Learning is something that's like infinity. Like you could always learn something. So I've learned you know, to to embrace sacrifice, and it works for me. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I love that. And that was something that I struggled with for quite some time. Was
Right.
changing the people around me. I'm like, they're not hurting me though. They're not, but the problem is they weren't hurting me, but they weren't helping me either. So I was
Right.
stagnant. I'm like, oh, I'm getting invited to speak on at conferences with thousands and thousands of people, but I'm
Yeah.
afraid that I might say the wrong thing. So I'm not even taking those type of opportunities, getting offered $1,500, $3,000, $5,000 to come and speak. But I'm making up excuses as to why I can't go speak because I'm afraid to go speak and mess up.
Well, that's crazy because you say that because that's a fear. That's a fear you have, and it's something we can all get over because we all have it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I have a fear of a few things in life, but again, I've learned to sit down and listen to certain mentors I go on or listen to and hear they struggle and how they went through
That
their
was crazy because
life.
out of the points that we was going through, like you hit on two of them, right? So the first one though, right, when you said about fear and stuff, is just basically understanding it, right?
Right.
That's like the first point, really, understanding the nature of fear, understanding really what it is, and that maybe it's a natural occurrence, like everyone has it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The thing
Yeah.
is, though, not allowing it to control you, not allowing it to stop you from moving forward. So once you understand, like, this is the natural part of me, like, fear is just, it basically gets your alert system. It's just to let you know if something is dangerous, right?
Right.
Or an instinctive response in a sense, right? So now, once that instinctive response kick in, you can control it. That's just like I gotta go use the bathroom. You can't use the bathroom right now. You gonna hold it. But
Right.
it's something that's a part of you, and it's
Right.
for you to control, not for it to control you.
Right.
I,
Like
I,
you said again, that's a good point. That's a good point you made because where fear, there's always training. You can always train yourself. Like for example, like what the young sister said, she's held back from doing certain
speaking engagement. Yeah.
speaking. There's courses you could take. There's public speaking courses you could take for that.
So now I'm glad you
You know,
said
you know
that
what I'm
because
saying? So you
that's
can
the third. So
I
that's
actually
the
cut
third
down.
point.
Yeah, that actually helped me in my years in the car business. To become a great salesman, I had to really understand my customer and treat them like as if I was coming into the store and buying a vehicle. So it all boils down to really getting the training. You can always get training on anything you want in life. Like my cousin said, we got YouTube. The YouTube's there for. If I want to learn to cook a certain meal, you know what? I'll go on YouTube and see who's doing it. Oh, I like that, and buy the ingredients and put it together. So you can always train yourself to become
So
better.
that's one of the things. So it's like gradual exposure and desensitization, right? So it's like gradual exposure. So it's like slowly, like letting them thing that you're afraid of, whatever you get in front of it, you tackle it. So like if speaking, I'm gonna speak a little bit here, I'm gonna speak a little bit here, and eventually I'm gonna get better enough, you know what I mean, and overcome that fear enough to speak to a large crowd, right? Like
Right.
cooking, you just spoke about cooking. I went on YouTube, looked up how to make this dish. All right, but what that does is it start to build up your confidence now.
There you go.
Now you're no longer afraid, and now you may start stunning like,
Oh,
yo,
that's easy.
let me make this
Let me
dish for you.
try.
Come here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you
Right.
start doing that. So like
Right.
these are the points that we've actually gone through. So one was understanding the nature of fear. Two was identifying and acknowledging the fear, right?
Right.
Three was like gradual exposure and desensitization. Four is challenging the negative thoughts, right?
Yeah.
the negative thoughts and beliefs about fear,
Right.
right? And 5 was actually seeking support and encouragement. So we were just showing them, like showing the people, like seeking support and encouragement, like that's us. And you got to have somebody like us around you in your particular circle. I mean, that you can express your fears to. Like, bro, I mean, I don't think I can do this, bro. And nigga, my man be like, what you mean, bro? You da. And you can handle that, bro. You gotta let go of that shit you done been through. You can't, boom, boom, boom. Like, yeah, man, but I don't know. But we need that though, that positive reinforcement, that extra little push to overcome it. Because now once we have that, and greater things are going to get accomplished. Greater things are going
100%.
to get accomplished, and we're going to tend to amaze ourselves. You know,
100%. 100%. And then when you tap in really with yourself and your inner being, you overcome that fear and you master it. Like to where when it pops up, you're like, you know what, I ain't fuck with this. I ain't messing with this guy right now because he's too on point. And
he
you're
add to my
always
fear.
able.
He add to the shit. He ain't even
Yeah. 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 So
bro.
you're always able to how can I say it, to overcome that fear just by embracing it, tackling it head on, just run towards it. Don't walk, just run towards. Like, you know what, I got this. And
Yeah,
again, it's
I'm not
go
gonna
back
let
to
it.
basics.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I was like this, nigga. It'd be this was like a fear of mine. Coming out speaking, showing myself on a thing. Like I don't
Right.
like doing that. I ain't gonna say so much fearful of it. Like nigga, I don't like it
Yeah.
because I sense it as like the dangers in it, the threats of it, certain things coming. I'm like, you know what? But you start thinking, but start
Right.
embracing it. Like, you gotta feel
Yeah.
like, damn, am I,
It's like
am I
it's
talking
like
right? Am I looking a certain way? Or
right.
can I, what I'm saying? People gonna
Right.
comment me, say something about this, or if he said that. And it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, who cares?
And who cares? Because at the end of the day,
Who cares,
the
bro?
people that talks like that, they're probably not doing it, or there's always some. But who cares? Like you said again, this is chess, man. When you learn the game and learn how to play it, and I was fearful of playing chess at one time. I'm like, damn, that game is nice, but I learned from the best. I used to play the best, and I got a little game now. I'm not the best chess player, but I can play. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yo,
I
we
sat
going to.
down
I'm glad you said that. I
and
think we're
played.
gonna talk. What we gonna talk? I think we're gonna talk about becoming giants next week. How to become a giant next week. We
All right,
might talk about how to become a giant next week. I might bring somebody on. I'm not sure. I'll let you know within the next couple of days what,
right.
what we gonna do next week,
Okay.
because this all power to the people, yes sir. Because
Yeah, man.
this is what we actually doing. Y'all see that website thing, birthforanewNation.com. You got the event coming up August 18th to the 25th. It's like 4 or 5 days in a row. The tickets is free.
Uh oh.
Come, bro. It's
Uh-oh.
the Birth of a New Nation Global Peace Summit.
That's nice.
So this is what we involved in. This is what we doing. So it's
Right.
just like nigga pulling the people in. It's like the people everywhere. So nigga, if you're not about building, you're not about what you want.
Right. EM3.
EM3,
EM3.
three, man.
That's it.
EM3.
That's it. Yep.
It's still working and building. But I ain't gonna stay on there too long, man. So we do an hour, probably got like 2 more minutes.
Okay.
We get up out of here, man.
Yeah. I was glad to get to hop on board at the last minute and to share what works for me. I can always speak from my experience in life, and then
Yeah, and that's what I was saying too. Like from my experience, like I was forced to do it. And my predicament being in prison, like I was forced to do it. Like being in a box sometimes, like bro, I had to face my fears. Either it was that,
yeah.
or it was me losing my sanity, and I was close to that. But I'm like, I didn't want to. I seen it too much around me. I'm like,
Right.
I'm not going to lose myself. I can't allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's,
Like I'm telling myself, I can't allow that to happen. And when you see so many people around you losing their mind, right? Because like prison is a crazy condition. It affects you in so many different ways. So you see, others, you got time in the box, and dudes is literally, bro, out their mind, bro. Serious, man. I
yep.
mean, like I
Yep.
refuse. I don't care how long I'm gonna be in here. I don't care what it is. I refuse. I'm not letting that happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I had
You're right.
I had to face it. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah,
oh
and the thing about that is true. You faced it at such a young age. You was just became a teenager. And here it is. You in like a gladiator school, and now it's you were forced in that situation. And look where you're at now. So you
yeah,
came a long way. So at the end of the day, it's what we learn in life and our experience that make us who we are. and it's up to us to
Yeah,
enhance,
this is
you
what
know,
we do, man. Every Tuesday night, man. The real welfare check, unity in motion, right here on We Locked In, man. On our
locked in.
different issues, how to overcome these issues, how to build. You ready to tap in with any organizations? You're looking to get some resources, whatever. You're looking to build. Tap in, bro. Don't be afraid. We need questions in the chat. You need something, ask. You know what I'm saying? You want to build. Topic or something to come up, ask, man. This is what we're here for. We're here for the people. We're here to grow, liberate, you know what I'm saying, teach and learn as well, man. So we all here about, man. So make sure y'all share this. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that like button and all that, man. Have a blessed evening. I mean, salute.
Uh,
What I always do, man. I salute the people, man.
Salute the people.
Power to the
Salute.
people, man. Power to the people, man. We out,
Listen,
man.
listen. Yeah,
Remember
before
every
you,
Tuesday. Good.
yeah, before you go, man, I thank you for bringing me on board. You know, and I'm always willing to come on board and share any information I have to enhance anybody's life. You know,
Yeah, hell yeah.
it's all about coming together and making it work for everybody. You know, I learned that in life. It's not just about myself. You know.
Shit, let's do it, man. Anybody, you guys, somebody else don't want to come up, come on up here, talk about take the story, need help, like let me know, man. We come on, we doing it right here, and we locked in because we for the people.
So,
Always gonna be
so
for the people, not that nonsense. Y'all have a good night out there, man. Blessings.
blessings, salute.